Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back doing another M19 Intermediate Swiss Draft League. The results are in. Here's the straw poll. So one video wins, which means from now on all of the SeemsGoodMagic draft videos will be one video. Thanks everybody for participating in that. On to the pack. To me, it's looking like Druid of the Cowl. There's Dwindle, Switcheroo. Now that I know Fraying Omnipotence is one-sided, definitely not taking that. I think Lightning Mare is good. It's a lot of abilities tacked in on a 2-drop actually, but I think we go with Druid of the Cowl, get the ramp, and be happy enough with that. Follow-up pick. Well, Shock is pretty good. There's a Fiery Finish in here too, but I think Shock's better. Much, much cheaper. I actually think Suspicious Bookcase is probably a pretty good card. Bristling Boar, playable. Thornhide Wolves. I like the Courser. We're taking Shock, though, pretty happily. Pick now is probably... We're just taking the best card in the pack, which I think is Aviation Pioneer. I love that it hooks you up with an artifact, a flyer, it's 2 bodies, efficiently costed. I guess there's a Strangling Spores. Maybe we just take the removal here. Yeah, I can be... Yeah, that seems good to me, actually. Nothing else nuts in here besides these 2 cards either. I actually like Inspired Charge, and I think Salvager of Secrets is good, but Strangling Spores it is. Okay, best card in this pack. We have Aven Windmage, which is pretty good. Brawl Bash Ogre, I guess, is kind of on color. There's a Knightly Valor, which is good. I don't think Brawl Bash Ogre is all that good. I think it's okay. 4 mana, 3/3 menace with potential upside is alright. I like the Cavalry. I think Rejuvenator is pretty good. Yeah, I'm not sure what the best card in this pack is, though. Certainly not a red card, so... I think we just go with the Flyer? I'm not sure if this is right. I mean, especially since we're already 4 colors in here. This card is too narrow to be good. Fiery Finish we can take here. Yeah, I'm okay with that, actually. There's also a Snapping Drake, which is good and flies. Let's try out Fiery Finish, though. It is expensive. And it's a sorcery, which kind of makes me sad, but I guess it kills most things. I mean, it's no Into the Maw of Hell. I'll tell you that one. I'll tell you that much. What do we got with Thud? So, I see. It's kind of cool. It's like an instant speed card that I can't recall for some reason now. So if you have steal effects, that's pretty good actually. We could take the Dwindle. Gearsmith Guardian is good. Yeah, Gearsmith Guardian is legitimately just good. I'm probably okay with Dwindle. Getting our removal going now. Deals with most things. Take another Dwindle. Could take the Salvager now. We already have some pretty good things to get back. Havoc Devils I think is good. I think we'll take the Salvager here. If we end up in red, we'll be pretty happy we have it. Getting some double use out of spells. So now I guess we sort by color and sort of try and figure out what we're doing. Okay, so options now. We have some pretty reasonable green cards. Scholar can be good if we end up with some artifacts. Not really obsessed with any of these. Guess we'll take the Scholar. Well, we did get the Marauder's Axe back, so that could be the key here. Okay. Turns threats into bigger threats. There's another Dwindle in here too, surprisingly. Could take the Explosive Apparatus. I'm okay with that. I think it's better than Field Creeper. Alright. Another artifact for Scholar of Stars. Blue definitely has some synergies there. Could take the Fire Elemental. Reasonable 5-drop. We'll take the Apparatus, so. Another Salvager actually seems fine to me. It's a pretty solid pack one. Have a lot of high value stuff currently. I guess we'll take the Act of Treason. Snapping Drake is... I feel like blue's open. Blue is definitely feeling open, which is good. So, getting a lot of good cards there. Presumably want to be red. But the only... I mean, we'll have 2 good red cards currently, which is not bad. I still could branch into black. I think Strangling Spores is good. So, green is probably not happening. I mean, there's a Vivian Reed. What's Vivian Reed's price now? What is she worth now? I feel that's a weird spelling of Vivian. She's 2.5 tickets. That's not even that nuts. She's okay. Her emblem is certainly good. She's not that great, though. It's a Spark Tongue Dragon, a Volcanic Dragon. Lich's Caress is just straight removal. Probably pretty good with our Salvager plan. I mean, I can go blue-green. Vivian's pretty cool. No doubt about it. All right, we'll take her. And not even because she's 2.5 tickets, just because her emblem is pretty much reads win the game. That's not even true, but it is a good emblem. Greenseeker's good. Card advantage. There's Reclamation Sage, which is actually very good. Aviation Pioneer, also good. We'll take the Greenseeker, though. I feel like this is a solid 2-drop. Let's take out everything that's not green or blue currently. Try and figure out the best approach to this deck. Encyclopedia is cool, especially with ramp. I'll take it over a Centaur Courser probably. Yeah, that's fine. I think the Encyclopedia is good. Supreme Phantom. Do we have any other spirits currently? I don't think that we do. Can find some more. Otherwise, we can take the Rejuvenator. Get some ramp going. I'll probably take the Phantom. I don't even know about what all the spirits are in this. I honestly don't know what all the spirits are, but it's a 1/3 flyer. I guess I can block some things. We'll take it. I think Rejuvenator would have been pretty good there too. Helps ramp towards our 5-drops and helps us do Encyclopedia stuff a little bit easier. Well, I'd like to play Colossal Majesty. Unfortunately, no 4-power creatures. Actual 0, so that's not going to happen. Probably just take a Courser. I think it's a pretty solid creature for what it costs. It's been around a long time. I think Skilled Animator is very good. However, there's also a Departed Deckhand, which is a great card too. I'd probably just take the Deckhand. Another Rejuvenator too. I mean, I guess the good news is I feel like we're in the right colors. I really would like the Animator. I think this card's awesome, but so is Deckhand. Just make stuff unblockable. It's also pretty much unblockable, and it's a spirit. I mean, it's too good to not take here. Get an Animator immediately afterwards anyway. Nice reward. Taking it, playing it, being happy about it. Divination's pretty excellent. Seems like a nice pickup here. I imagine Divination is better than Sift. I'd rather pay 1 less mana for 2 cards than pay 1 more mana, see more cards, but still have to discard? I think that's right. I guess Sift is uncommon, though. Am I wrong about that? I feel like Divination's better, right? Or is Sift better? Huh. I actually don't know. I'm going to go Divination. My gut tells me the cheaper thing is better, but like I said, the fact that it's uncommon is making me question myself here. There's a Field Creeper. I think we can take the Sea Serpent. It's a nice finisher. 4/6 body. Just gets you in there. Field Creeper's not that good anyway. So Meandering River for splashing. Otherwise, Talons of Wildwood. Yeah, we have some things we can tack that onto, I guess. Prodigy is whatever anyway. I don't think Talons of Wildwood's going to make the deck, so I'm going to take a Meandering River in case there's some white thing we want to splash. We'll take the Scholar. Take the Boneyard. Creeper's not that good anyway. And Boneyard, I guess, technically could let us splash a Strangling Spores if we wanted. I don't really need any of these. Guess we'll take the Oaken Form. I mean, I don't think we're going to play it, so I guess we'll take the Wall Vines in case we need it out of sideboard, maybe. So, pretty good looking deck so far. Removal Light. The Apparatus, the Dwindle, Uncomfortable Chill. So we would like some more, definitely. So we can take the Pioneer here. Declare Dominance is kind of cool. Leonin War Leader is really good. Is it worth anything? I mean, that card is really strong. It's worth 20 cents. This card is nuts, though. So Pioneer probably is a pick over the Wind Mage. And yeah, I think that's just the pick. Clan Caller. 2-mana Lord. Is it worth anything? Might as well check, right? 42 cents. We really don't have that many elves, though. We basically just have one. So, not worth taking the Clan Caller here. I think Skyrider Patrol could wheel. It's a great card. But I think it could wheel. So I'm going to take the Druid. Get some more ramp. As well as a blocker. Taking it over Bone to Ash. Like I said, hopefully wheel the Skyrider Patrol. I can't imagine green-blue is a hyper-popular color combination. Archaeologist is really strong. Definitely taking that. We don't have a lot of bomb creatures, so Vivian's Invocation, though good, is not really what we're looking for. Skyscanner would be great too, but we're taking Archaeologist. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Splash for an Aerial Engineer, probably not worth it. Could take the Bone to Ash. We have some ramps, so we can play a little bit easier. Could take the Highland Lake to splash for shock, not worth it. I think we can pretty easily cut like a Scholar. Don't need it that badly. It's probably the weakest creature in our deck. Could take the Bone to Ash, like I said. Could take a Thornhide Wolf. I think we'll just take the Bone to Ash. Wow, Departed Deckhand number 2. Very nice. A lot of stuff we want here, actually. Psychic Corrosion is cool for the whole mill deck thing. We're not going to do that. This is an easy Departed Deckhand, but another Druid of the Cowl and another Scholar of Stars, also good, but nice to have this Supreme Phantom now. So the cut, it might be one of the salvagers. We just don't have a ton of need for 2 of them now. We have a few things to bring back, but not a ton, actually. Just a Chill, Divination, Bone to Ash. I mean, we're pretty surprisingly spell light. So the Salvager of Secrets just might not be good enough. So another Scholar of Stars seems good to me. This way we can, I guess, focus a little bit more on the artifact side of our deck. I guess technically we only have the apparatus, the axe, a pioneer, and an encyclopedia. It's only 4 cards. Not that many. And there's another strangling spores if we wanted to splash. I just really don't feel like splashing with this deck, honestly. Okay, so Omen Speaker is good. Solid 2-drop. Dwindle, more removal. We're removal light enough where I might want the Dwindle, but Thornhide Wolf is another finisher since we basically just have a frilled sea serpent. And we have the ramp, so it kind of justifies the wolf a little bit more. I really do think Omen Speaker is great. I mean, these are all good choices. I think we're going to take the Dwindle. I feel like, even though we're a little bit light on finishers. Timber Gorge, huh. Plummet out of sideboard seems like a good idea. Suspicious Bookcase, but most of our stuff evades anyway. Probably don't need a Greenwood Sentinel. Alright, Plummet. Wind Mage is good. Nice pickup. Another Bone to Ash. I'm not sure the first one's going to make the cut now, because we've got kind of a lot of stuff going on here. Thud. Whatever. I guess we'll take a Wall of Mist since we already have 2 Wall of Vines, neither of which we're playing. Getting the Wolves back is good. I like that. Another Scholar where we can take the Recollect or Recollect. We already have 2 Scholars. I'm not even sure if I'm playing both, because we've got a lot of cuts to make now. Well, I guess not a ton, but enough where I'm starting to think about it. So, got a good amount of evasion going. We've got a good amount of card advantage. Removal light, which is a bit of a concern, but not like not anything I'm super scared about. I think we can make this work. Let's separate stuff out so we can cut 2 creatures fairly comfortably. Probably don't need to run the recollect, whatever. Probably don't need the uncomfortable chill, although I think it's fine. Probably don't need 2 Bone to Ash. Maybe not even. Maybe don't need either of them. Probably don't need 2 Scholar of Stars. Maybe not even need 1. Like, I could just cut the Scholars and call it a deck, probably. A lot of ways to draw cards here. Pretty removal light, though, as I've said. 2 Dwindles, basically in an Apparatus, and a Bone to Ash. And I guess a Vivian Reed, too. Not that much, but I'm okay with it. I could actually cut Bone to Ash for uncomfortable chill. I do feel like this card is actually pretty good. I kind of want to play it and see. I know how good Bone to Ash is, but I want to find out more about how good Uncomfortable Chill is, because I do feel like this effect is pretty strong. 3 mana, instant. Get to draw. Pretty good all around. We could probably use some more combat tricks, in quotations. This deck is pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. Removal light, but cool looking deck. So let's get our mana going here. We actually need green early, I believe, right? Yes, we do. We're not blue intensive at all until our top end, though, so I think we're probably just going to do 9/8. 9/8 blue. And anything I'm missing? We have a Plummet out of sideboard. We can do the Bone to Ashes if they have expensive bombs. Recollect if they're removal heavy. Wall of Vines if we need flying blockers. Other than that, not much of a sideboard. Overall, though, cool deck. So, here you have it. We'll run it like this. We'll see you around 1. Round one. And we have green mana, no blue though, but all blue spells in hand. But we're on the play, actually. Opponent doesn't want to play first. That's actually... That's making me... I think we're going to keep, actually. Them being on the draw is kind of, to me, telling that they're maybe a slower deck. They're a little more mid-range. We'll find out. Granted, 4 blue spells and no blue mana is awkward, but we're still making land drops, so I think it's okay. Alright, I think we're just going to blow up the gear per guide now. So I think now we're going to go Deckhand plus Greenseeker. Okay, we'll take 8. Here I think we just dwindle the boar and then pass. So we'll block, use Greenseeker. So we'll play... Guess we'll play Wind Mage and pass. Might have actually been, I guess, Snapping Drake, yeah, to make better use of mana. Although if I draw a land, I can still make a double play. Okay. Main deck Plummet is pretty unusual too. Unfortunately, that's going to be good against us. Let's see what we got here. We don't want to do our own Plummet. Don't need to do Recollect, whatever. I think we're probably fine, actually. I didn't see anything from them that blew me away. So we could do the Bone to Ashes. I guess I'll swap a Bone to Ash for a Chill. Okay. And we'll play first. Even though they wanted to be on the draw, I still think we want to play first. This is a good hand. Hmm. Um. I think we'll protect ourselves for now. We've got the archaeologist, so I feel like that is quite a big help. Okay. So we'll play Vivian Reed and upper. So we don't have an artifact for the animator, so I suppose that means we take the Drake. So I can play around Luminous Bond by just playing Snapping Drake instead of the Frilled Sea Serpent. I think I like that more. If they have the Luminous Bond, I'd prefer them do it on my Drake than my Serpent. My Serpent's a much better blocker. Alright, so we'll up Vivian again. And I think we'll do the Green Seeker. So this is actually the best way to do it. So we can just go Drake plus Green Seeker. Okay. So we can dwindle that too, which might be the best idea. Get the Phantom or the Courser. Probably Courser, even though it does not fly. I like that more. So 7 mana currently. I think we'll just go dwindle here. Courser. And we'll attack with the Drake here. Okay. Green Seeker. So now we'll go up Vivian. Another deckhand. They have 3 attackers. So I think we just go Wolf, deckhand, and then we'll pass. And then we can just emblem next turn and be pretty good. What all does she give? Isn't it nuts? Vigilance, Trample, Indestructible. Man, that's nuts. Okay, they're like, you know what? I don't think so. Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, our opponent's deck really doesn't look that nuts. I don't exactly know what they're doing, what their game plan is. Our game plan's a little more obvious. We're either winning with Vivian Reed or we're flying over top and winning. That's about it. Getting some card advantage along the way. Opponent may still want to be on the draw. I'm trying to think if there's something else I want to swap for a second Bone to Ash. Just because if they want to be on the draw, my Bone to Ashes get a lot better. Countering their 5-drop is good. I think we're actually good. Let's just run it back. I really do think we're good. This hand's not great, but I think we're going to keep. I think you got to have. I'm one of those people that I don't really have. It's basically impossible for me to have strict criteria for mulliganing. I think people tend to think they do have strict criteria, but they don't. They think they do, but they don't. So I do kind of, I mean, that's really why you hear no uniform rules of mulliganing. You know what I mean? Other than no land, all land. Those ones are obvious, right? But I personally don't think there's a lot of good real solid info on there or advice on there on how to mulligan. It's difficult. And you end up kicking yourself, but honestly, it's not always your fault. You're not factoring in all the cards you have to draw too. So we are going to drop the wolves. Encyclopedia is a good draw too. Okay. It worked out pretty well for him. So now I think the play is... I guess we can do Dwindle plus Encyclopedia. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I mean, I can just do Encyclopedia draw, but then I can't leave out Bone to Ash. I think we just get in there, although maybe not. All right, I'm actually just gonna play Encyclopedia. This lets me play Dwindle plus Bone, leave out Bone to Ash, and still get some card draw going. So I think this is good. Um, Probably okay with blocking now. Okay. All right, so we go Encyclopedia, draw. Pioneer is good. Now we can... Now we can Dwindle, leave a Bone to Ash. Or draw off Encyclopedia. We just need to reap enough card advantage to get there. So we'll counter that, draw a card. Gear per Guide. It's actually pretty good against us. So we'll untap Druid of the Cowl. So with 8 mana, what can we do? Guess we can play everything. Let's just use the divination to expedite this encyclopedia issue. But we're going to have to find a way to kill the guide, aren't we? I mean, I can dwindle the guide and save us damage now. That's probably the best idea. And then we just play the Druid of the Cowl, I think. Okay. Yeah, Gerber Guide is actually pretty good against us. Can it not use abilities? Huh. Okay. Oh, Vinemare, geez. That's gonna be a tough one to beat. Let's see what we got here. Snapping Drake is pretty good, actually. So we have 9 mana, including the Druid of the Cowl. So 4, 7, that's 10. Basically, alright. Guess we play the Drake and a Wind Mage and pass. Yeah, we're gonna get got by that Vine Mare here, unless we find some goodies soon here. Yeah, basically just dead next turn unless we find something, huh? Well, Skilled Animator is pretty helpful. So we'll play that. Play a Pioneer. And we'll pass. Just a lot of low power creatures here. I think a Marauder's Axe would go a long way. So, block the Vine Mare, draw a card. But still need an answer here. So we'll go Archaeologist. Is there anything I can draw? Courser, maybe? Let's see. 7 mana. So I'd have to pay 5. So land and a Courser. Doesn't look like it. So I guess I'll fake like I have a Even Wind Mage. A way to make the Wind Mage bigger, I mean. Alright, see you round 2. Round 2, we'll play first. Good hand, keeping. Alright, gonna get in with the deckhand, and we're actually just gonna play the Druid of the Cowl here. Does not make the best use of mana, but gets us to Thornhide Wolves a little bit quicker. Can also block Dire Graph Ghoul. There's no reason for them to not attack there. It's actually unexpected. So get in with the deckhand, play the Wolves, and pass. Alright, so we attack with these two. Play the Wind Mage. And pass. So 5 mana. I think we just go like this, get in there. Sure. Okay. Um, Dwindle the boar. And they have a blocker. I think we'll just do Drake. So I guess technically we die to a Titanic Growth. Okay. So for 5 mana, we can Uncomfortable Chill. So I can't use the apparatus. I think that we just attack here. Force the block. And then we'll Uncomfortable Chill to draw, or we can do can dwindle the boar. Pioneer plays around Titanic Growth the best. If they have removal, we still get to block the boar. I think Pioneer actually is the best play here. We don't get to draw the card like we would from Uncomfortable Chill, but Uncomfortable Chill on our turn actually makes the Wind Mage lethal too. So I think I like that more. On top of the explosive apparatus. All right, so playing against green-black, pretty cool deck. Nothing crazy. I like Meteor Golem personally. Plague Mare is good. Not so good against us, thankfully. Yeah, not very good against us. And Strangling Spores is pretty decent. I don't know what the Gift of Paradise is for. Maybe just ramping to 7. No flyers seen, so no plummet necessary. And yeah, probably don't need the Bone to Ash, although it stops the Meteor Golem, so maybe it is good enough. Especially given that it does blow up Vivian Reed. Alright, this is a good hand. Opponent's mulling, we're keeping. Alright, turn 1 Wall of Vines. I'm actually kind of okay with that because though we have a lot of flyers that can block, we have a great late game plan too. So I don't know if it's better than theirs, but I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, no black mana from our opponent. Important to note, that was a great draw. Now we can go Pioneer into Animator, which is just nasty. Real good. And we better do that quick before they get double black mana for their Plague Mare. Guess they have Strangling Spore mana up now. I'm not sure if that matters. We'll figure it out. So we are actually going to animate the Thopter because it flies. All right, see you in round 3. Round 3, we're going to keep this hand. We're on the draw. Spell only. Hopefully they don't realize that. Oh, they figured it out. Alright, so attack for 4, play the Druid and pass. You're not a Skeleton Spirit, are you? No, you're an Archer. Alright, so we'll get in with the deckhand. Play a Centaur Courser. So I could do the Wind Mage and then dwindle the Poison Tip Archer next turn. Or Uncomfortable Chill. That's actually better. We'll do this. Yeah, because then I can attack into the Archer and chill if they block. And I don't know. I think that's pretty good. Okay. Giant Spider makes things a little more challenging. So we've got 4 mana now, which means we could do the Snapping Drake, but it doesn't do much against the Giant Spider now. So we're at 13 life. I can just make my Wind Mage unblockable and take half their life. That's pretty good. They have 3 cards in hand though. And they can smash back for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once again, dead to Titanic Growth. Not 100% on how much that matters. I'm trying to figure that out. I think this turn we'll take a turn off and just do well, this makes us lose life too. It's pretty good. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. I mean, if they had removal, they would have used it by now, right? I feel like yes, but I don't quite know the answer to that. I can just leave up Uncomfortable Chill. I don't love that either, though. I think we're going to try and go for the win here. All right. Well, got game 1. They didn't have to concede. I would have done it, but that does show that they didn't have anything. So, sideboard options here. They've got, I mean, we're on the draw now, so it probably makes less sense to bring in Bone to Ash, even though we do have some ramp. Didn't see any flyers. They have the reach. They have a lot of reach, though. Giant Spider is quite good. Quite good, especially against us. Well, I think we're just going to have to be all right with that. We're going to keep this. Need green mana, but got a Supreme Phantom we can play, and if we can draw more, even if we can just draw blue mana, we're all right. Green mana, on the other hand, quite good. Hmm. I'll let them bluff if it is a bluff. Because next turn we can do Druid plus Supreme Phantom, which is pretty good. That's a good draw too, actually. Maybe we just want to do that instead. Poison Tip Archer, yeah. Poison Tip Archer is pretty sweet. It's a good card. Marauder's Axe is also good. Yeah, we can just go Axe Equip Swing, actually. I think I'm going to do that. Because then it doesn't actually make the best use of mana, but it lets me get in there, and I'm happy to trade a Supreme Phantom for a Poison Tip Archer instead of my Thornhide Wolves. Yeah, this is actually a fine trade. We're getting a Death Touch off the board at a cost of our 1/3 flyer, which isn't even that crazy good. Plus, we can follow up with Thornhide Wolf next turn, or Druid plus Wind Mage, whatever we want to do. Or Wind Mage plus Marauder's Axe. I guess that's alright too. We're going to block. I don't... Or do I actually need the Druid of the Cowl here? I suppose I actually do. Because I don't have the 5th land. So we can go Courser. I think we do Courser plus Druid. This lets us trade off one of our Druids now for the Highland game, or Titanic Growth if they have it. Because now we have the 5 mana, so we can do everything we need to do. Yeah, in fact, they don't want to do that trade either. Giant Spider, not of immediate concern. Alright, so what can we do with 7 lands? We can play the Thornhide Wolf plus equip a Courser and attack. I think we'll do that. I'll make that trade. Vampire Sovereign's pretty strong. Dwindle's also very good. So we'll attack with the wolf. We go Dwindle Sovereign, Wind Mage, pass. Actually, should I have re-equipped there? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, if I had re-equipped, he would have been dead. All right. Ended up not mattering. Really good deck. I thought this deck was actually very strong, very cool, very fun to play. A lot of card advantage with ramp is always fun. Encyclopedia was great. Vivian played very well. Never actually got to emblem, but we would have emblemed if our opponent didn't concede. Supreme Phantom with, I mean, the Departed Deckhand is a fantastic card. Very, very fun and strong. Skilled Animator played well. All in all, I really enjoyed this deck. I hope you did too. We'll be back for more. We'll see you for the next one.